Hi there. I want to say a few words today about our dating smarts and sex. And just to mention a few words really, as far as putting sex in the context of our dating smarts. And our dating smarts are a set of tools that we have to enable us to remain safe and happy when we're on the dating scene, and to be consciously aware at all times of what we're doing and of what we truly want to be doing at the end of the day. So I wanted to mention a few things regarding sex in the context of our dating smarts, and to encourage you really to make a list of your own dating smarts, the sorts of tools that you want to consciously use when you're out there. And one of those might be, for instance, that you may not want to engage in casual sex with anyone along the way. And that could be part of your dating smarts toolbox, as it were. So today I want to just mention a few things regarding sex and our dating smarts, and to just raise awareness really as far as what we need to do in order to maintain our own dating smarts and our own boundaries as far as sex is concerned. And one of the things that most of us doesn't feel very happy with, and that is becoming a statistic and just becoming another one on the end of a long list as far as the other person is concerned. And we all like to feel unique and special, and that we have something really special and amazing to offer to a relationship. But often when we engage in sex, and it's very sort of disconnected sex, without really knowing someone and being in a committed and intimate relationship, sometimes we can just end up feeling like a statistic. We're one in a long row, potentially, and sometimes quite easily forgotten because of that as well. So I just wanted to put that really in terms of our dating smarts, remembering that sex is an intimate byproduct of a committed relationship, ideally. And if we want to keep our dating smarts in check, we want to be able to say at the end of the day, I didn't allow myself to become a statistic in someone else's life or agenda. And so it's a pretty good idea to have in our dating smarts checklist our ability to set boundaries and to have standards really as far as what we want to do in the dating scene, and whether we want to maintain our dating smarts by not engaging with complete strangers really at the end of the day, and to maintain those standards and those boundaries at a high level so that we do not groom ourselves in the process to engage with strangers in a way that we may not feel comfortable with at the end of the day. So it's a pretty good idea to have some patience and to wait, to be able to say, no, I don't want to do that. That's not who I am. And to wait for someone who you truly feel connected with and who you can truly engage in an intimate relationship with. And for some people that sounds really, really old-fashioned. But actually it's a beautiful way to live, because it means that we maintain our self-esteem we maintain our self-confidence and our self-respect at the end of the day, because we don't lower those standards, we maintain them at a high degree, and it also makes other people think twice as well when we set some ground rules with ourselves and say, no, that's just not who I am, and I want to live authentically in alignment with who I truly am. And that then plays out in my behaviour and in my relationships. Also, with regards to sex, there are certain chemicals that are released during the sexual act which sort of creates a bond, can do, with the other person as well. So that's quite an interesting thing to bear in mind, you know, that we are on a number of levels really bonding with the other person, whether we're aware of it or not. So that's quite a good idea to remember really what we're doing, to behave in a conscious manner so that we're aware of the outcome of the situation, and we're able to say at the end of the day, no, I'm not going to engage in that anymore. I know that it affects my self-esteem, and it's not dating smart. In alignment there with the staying conscious business, it's quite a good idea to, when we're dating or when we're engaging in relationships, to act in accordance with who we truly are in here, because that means that we remain connected at our core with who we are, and we maintain our integrity that way. Because when we don't maintain our integrity, that can have a knock-on effect on our self-esteem and our confidence at the end of the day, because we feel as though we're handing over our personal power into this situation or to this person in order to be accepted or loved or whatever. And so at the end of the day, if we're handing over our body to someone else who potentially has no emotional connection to us or has no intention of having any emotional relationship with us, then we need to understand that that can have a knock-on effect on a number of areas in our life. When we continually groom ourselves into these situations, rather than saying, no, I'm not going there anymore. I'm going to live authentically in line with who I am and use dating smarts. As always, stay safe and very happy. Bye bye.